NBA matchup. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. We've got the Seattle Supersonics taking on the Atlanta Hawks. So the Sonics win the tip. So with Peyton on the bench, here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. Sean Kemp is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Bryant. And it's Arenas in at the point guard position. Murray, no good.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And here's Arenas outside. Good on the three-point shot.
And you have to honor the three-point shooting of Arenas. A big-time scorer who's shown the consistency from beyond.
Now, here is Monroe.
Supersonics foul. Sean Kemp, his first. Team's first.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
For your Hawks, Earl Monroe. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so Monroe nails both of them.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And a wide open look for Arenas. And another three for Seattle.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Doncic. Rebounded by the Supersonics.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
A shot by Bryant, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Hawks. 4-point game. Thursday's loss was a disappointment.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
You know, sometimes you don't play up to your full potential. The important thing to figure out is what went wrong.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And it's the Supersonics with the ball. Following the miss by Hakeem.
Wow, I tell you, Kemp is not your average dunker. This guy rocks the rim.
Elijah with him. And Arenas picks him up defensively. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Seattle.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Hawks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
2 shots.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Seattle has come out of the gates quickly. Leading by 5. Outside Arenas. And it's in there. Arenas has got 8 points.
Yeah, he's got all the moves. Arenas not afraid to get inside.
Passes it to Elijah. Doesn't go that time. Good defense by Wembanyama.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
The Supersonics shooting their first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
Free throw, good, Bryant. and Kobe drops them both. And so it's Monroe with it, bringing it up for Atlanta. They trail by 9 points, and it goes down 2 points.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against, and he was undeterred.
Oh, beautiful setup there. One thing you can say about Kemp, no pass is too high for him to go get.
Pass to Jones. On the wing, Doncic. No good on the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Kobe passes to Arenas. Get the shot, and another basket for Seattle.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
The Hawks trail by 11. Monroe looking around. Wide open look here for Murray. Here's Olajuwon. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Now here's Arenas. 10 points for him. Back to Kobe. Nice D from Doncic. Over Bryant. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
He's got a good handle, excellent body control. Doncic is a threat to pull up from anywhere.
Offensive rebound, Kemp, and slam dunk by Kemp.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Now, here's Doncic, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. And the layup falls. Doncic has got his second basket of the game.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
To the paint, here's Monroe. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Arenas passes to Wembanyama. Kicks it to George. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Atlanta making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And slam dunk by Kemp.
And Kemp seems to relish contact on the way up. He just embraces all types of challenge.
Doncic against Bryant for 3. Murray. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Supersonics.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
changes. Joseph, he's checked in for Murray. Grant comes in for Jones. And it's Brewer in for Monroe. Here's Koulibaly. Shot clock at 6. No one near Payton as he lets it go. And once again off the mark by Seattle.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Inside, Joseph. Tries yet again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. The Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Seattle leading by 3. Pass to Koulibaly. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
And it's the Hawks' ball. Brewer, the pass to Grant. Wembanyama against Joseph. Over Wembanyama. Atlanta again missing.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense. Okay. With the reputation of a highlight reel dunker, Zion's always ready to put on a show.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Grant outside. Wembanyama against Joseph. Here's Brewer. Offline with his 3. Seattle with the ball. 8-point game. Payton in the corner. Down low. Williamson trying to free himself up. And there's Wembanyama on the assist from Payton.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Knocked away. And now the Supersonics on the break. Ross with it. Gasol covering. And it's Seattle with another.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Seattle with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Buries it down low. 6 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Here's Doncic. 3-pointer. Got it. He's now 3 for 5 from the field.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
Payton looking it over. The pass to Williamson. And no good. Gasol with the defensive effort. Here's Brewer. Got it. Good job in the low post. Brewers got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Here's Wembanyama. Second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Wembanyama has got 8.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Anjic passes to Gasol. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
It's good. 9 points in the game so far.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Here's Koulibaly. Another shot, and it's laid up and in by Ross.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Brewer the pass to Gasol. Over Williamson. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
I mean, the mid-range jumper, one of Gasol's favorite and most consistent shots.
Here's Williamson. Rebound by the Hawks. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now, here's Doncic. Defense is right there. Williamson looking it over. With 2 seconds left, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The grown man play of Zion. Love watching him convert through aggressive defense.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Throw no good for Williamson. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Seattle ahead. They lead by 11. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. We're back courtside at Game 7 as this series comes to a head. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
Here's Monroe. So with Peyton on the bench, here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. Gilbert Arenas is out there with Bryant. Then it's Kemp. Then it's George. And it's Ross in at the 4 slot. And here are the Supersonics following the bucket by the Hawks. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Atlanta gets called for the foul. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Supersonics.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And they've also refused to give up on their plays tonight, chasing after their shots and just working hard for second chance points. The more you watch Arenas, the more it seems like the sky is the limit when it comes to his ability, starting to do things you just don't expect from a guy his size.
And both free throws good for Arenas. Here's Madsen. Olajuwon outside. Now the dish to Jones. That's good, and it's Olajuwon with the assist. Jones has got his second basket of the night.
Good look there as well. And this is what Hakeem's worked on. Pay too much attention to him, and he'll burn you with a nice find.
Feeds it to Kemp. Shoots over Elijah. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Excellent job working the ball around the court and into the paint for the easy-made shot. That's just great ball movement.
This is it to Murray. Elijah against Kemp. Offensive rebound. Outside for Murray. Monroe outside. Lock at 6. Kemp with the rebound.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Goodness. Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Pass to Monroe. Driving to the basket. Comes up empty down low.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now here's Monroe. He's got 8. Good on the shot.
I mean, he's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's a beautiful play.
Outside Bryant. Pass to Arenas.
Seattle crowd. Ross. His first.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. They trail by 11. That one goes in. Monroe's got 6 here in this quarter. Monroe's gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 60%. Monroe against Bryant. Here's Kemp. Good D by Elijah. Outside, Jones. He kicks it to Monroe. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Basket Jones. Jones has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Herb Jones with great balance on that shot. Loves when he plays inside.
Arenas attacking. And that's Hakeem with the steal. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside, Jones. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit. But can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
The Supersonics shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Gilbert Arenas. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
So for the Hawks, Joseph comes in for Elijah. And Doncic is subbed in for Manson. And the Supersonics also making a change. Wembanyama is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
And here is Doncic. 9 points in the game so far. Out to the wing. Here's Murray. Arenas with the rebound.
High percentage look for him. But
oh, Kobe with the flush.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
Here's Monroe, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And look at Gilbert Arenas. What a contribution.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
It is team center time. Give us a beat and make some noise.
the Hawks with possession here. 8-point game. Just 5 on the clock. Doncic. Joseph has an open look. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Seattle with the ball. Here's Arenas. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And such creativity from Arenas. Some of the ball handling moves he pulls out are just unguardable.
Doncic against Kobe. Seattle grabs the miss.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Back to Wembanyama. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. And it's a 10-point Sonic lead.
The assist going to Bryant. Kobe's been improving on that facet of his game.
Doncic passes to Murray. Five on the clock. Joseph finds Monroe. Over Arenas. Kemp with the rebound. Kemp's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And a bump this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Bryant has the open look. And another 3 for Seattle.
Nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
The pass to Murray. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Murray's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Shot by Joseph, no good.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Jones. And then Jones with the jam.
A defensive miscue, and Herb Jones made them pay.
Here's Bryant. Oh, power move by Kobe.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
You can't get that one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
On the wing, Arenas. Nice D from Doncic.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Wembanyama against Monroe. Shoots from the high post. Seattle grabs the miss. Arenas has got 4 rebounds in this game. He feeds it to Bryant. And Kobe throws it down hard.
And you can tell Arenas just has that ability as a distributor. He can pick out the ready shooter and get them the rock.
Now here's Murray. 6 points for him.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Atlanta, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. Free throw, good, Murray.
And with his mobility, Murray doesn't need the ball in his hands all the time to be effective. His movement and energy alone puts pressure on the defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Gasol's checked in for Joseph. Grant comes in for Herbert Jones. And it's Brewer in for Monroe. He hits both from the strike. Sonics leading by 12. Here's Koulibaly trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Grant. Doncic has got 11.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Brewer passes to Gasol. He dishes it to Doncic. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
That's to Wembanyama. And another 3 for Seattle.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Pass to Brewer. Over Payton. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Coulibaly. Payton left side. Shoots over Grant. Rebounded by the Hawks. Doncic has got his 6th rebound on the night. That's good, and the Seattle lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Grant.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with a nice feed.
Payton inside, covered by Brewer. It's good. Payton's got his 2nd bucket.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
Thunderous stuff there for Murray, showing how explosive he can be.
Here's Payton. Murray with the defensive effort.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Yeah, they've got into a nice flow this quarter.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Supersonics. They've led by as many as 14 points. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta. First trip to the line for him here. And the first one at the line is good.
You know, we don't talk about defense a ton, especially with guards. But Gary Payton, he can change a game with his D.
And both free throws good for Payton. The Hawks trail by 11. Doncic with it. He's got 13, and they're able to recover. Olajuwon finds Doncic. Fires for 3. He's off on that one. And so it's the Seattle Supersonics holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. SRO, standing room only.
Ooh, nice.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet. Taking a look at the Supersonics, they've been playing extremely tough, and you can feel that they believe they can come away tonight with the championship. If they come out of the locker room with that same emotion we saw in the first half, they may very well do just that. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Love how hard they're going at it on the offensive board, showing some real tenacity every time the shot goes up. They carve out this lead because of their investment. I expect that to change in the second half.
And Kenny, what you think about Atlanta?
Shot. Was anyone boxing out? I mean, if they didn't box you out like this, you got 50 just on offensive rebounds. I mean, they got to put bodies on bodies, or fundamentals.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. It's been a clinic from Gilbert Arenas.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
Father's Day basketball continues here on 2K Sports. Always a good day to gather around and enjoy some terrific NBA action. Pau Gasol is out there with Jones. Then there's Monroe. Then it's Olajuwon. And it's Doncic in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half. Outside, Jones.
An incredible defender. Paul George's combination of quickness and length helps alter many shots.
It's Wembanyama at the elbow. No good on that one. The Hawks trail by 11. The feed now to Monroe. Monroe floating to the rim for the easy two.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Wembanyama outside. Pass to George for three. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his fourth rebound in this one. Monroe's shot is good. Monroe's got 16 points.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Kemp passes to Wembanyama. Good D by Olajuwon.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Now here's Bryant. 11 points in the game. Six on the shot clock. Seattle needs to get off a shot. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And here's Arenas outside. Atlanta with the rebound.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Here's Gasol. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Sonics leading by 3. Timeout called here. The Supersonics decide to talk it over.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Making a change here. Murray's checked in. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Arenas passes to Wembanyama. And he drives in. 2 points. That one goes. Wembanyama has got 17.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And it's Olajuwon missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
The Hawks have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Hakeem Olajuwon. 2 shots.
Hakeem at the line, a 71% free throw shooter in his career. Madsen, he's checked in for the Hawks. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Good work there as it goes. And that's 19 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Kobe. Nobody near George. That drops nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Monroe. Earl the Pearl with a trademark spin move.
The shake and bake moves of Earl the Pearl. I mean, a phenomenal ball handler who just kills you with that change of pace.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Supersonics.
They are dominating the paint in this one. Consistent work inside throughout the game.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
First free throw is good.
I like how Paul George can be your go-to guy, but he can also accept a secondary role. Very unselfish.
And both free throws good for Paul George. The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Manson. Nothing on the board. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
And they continue to control the glass.
Outside Arenas. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. And the Supersonics miss again. Now the pass to Jones. Murray down low. Kemp's there, and he gets it back. Here's Monroe, and the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Atlanta calls timeout. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Hawks trail by 11. Manson passes to Olajuwon. Dishes to Monroe. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Monroe. For the Sonics, Williamson is checked in for Wembanyama. Ross comes in for George. And it's Peyton in for Kobe. He's perfect from the line this time. Seattle leading by 9. Here's Payton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Payton's got his third bucket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Olajuwon kicks to Monroe. Passes to Manson. Feeds it to Olajuwon. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Count the basket. Kemp's got 14 points for the game.
And this is what leaders do. Payton showing a willingness to get it to the open man.
Pass to Monroe. Over Arenas. Rebound by the Sonics. Kemp's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now here's Monroe. 22 points for him. Floats it up for Williamson.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they maintained their focus.
Here's Madsen. No good again that time. Seattle leading by 17. Here's Arenas. Sweet little floater. Arenas has got 20 points.
And so far, Arenas is feeling it. Fiery offensive games like this are why they call this man the hibachi. And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pass to Madsen. Over Payton. And Payton sends it back. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Grant is checked in for Atlanta. Brewer comes in for Monroe. Six to shoot. Here's Olajuwon. Nice shot from the wing. Olajuwon's got 6.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
Fades. Goes back up. And Williamson with a nice bucket inside. He's got 8.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And the pass to Manson. Back to Brewer. Fires the 3. That one, no good.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Now, here's Grant. Brian Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. And Brewer kicks to Murray. Right wing. Here's Grant. And it's sent back by Kemp. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Ross. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. So for the Hawks, Gasol's checked in for Grant. And Doncic is subbed in for Manson. And he sinks the second. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Hawks.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
1:57 left to play in the third. Here's Brewer, and count it from 19 feet away. Brewer's got 6.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Koulibaly from outside the arc, and it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Murray, good.
That's why Murray was a top 5 pick. He's got a knack for making those difficult shots.
To the inside. Doncic with the steal. And Peyton sends it back. And they're moving it up. Ross dishes to Peyton. The shot, no good. Nice D from Doncic. Outside for Murray. Top the key, Brewer. Shoots it up. Rebound by the Sonics. 22 is their biggest lead. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Kemp slams it in.
Great job keeping his eyes up the floor. Zion's teammate making it easy and getting wide open.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
The Hawks have been shooting right around 75% of the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Doncic. 3 shots.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And free throws go by the wayside because of Luka's dominance everywhere else on the floor, though he's got to improve from that area.
Kobe's checked in for the Sonics. And the second free throw, good. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Sonics leading by 18. Rebound, Atlanta. Gasol's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Sonics lead by 18. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with George on the bench, here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. They've got Kobe. Gilbert Arenas is out there with Peyton. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Ross in at the power forward. Here's Williamson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
A true physical specimen. It's tough to keep up with Zion's athletic ability.
Zion Williamson. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. The Supersonics making a switch here. George is checked in. And both free throws good for Williamson. The Hawks trail by 20. Passes it to Gasol. That one's not going to go. Good D by Williamson. Floats it up for Williamson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
This is why Williamson's teammates love him. He makes them look good on these alley-oops.
Outside, Olajuwon. Fades back. And it's Doncic missing. Seattle leading by 22. Arenas. Oh, and the jam by Arenas.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo! Wee!
Yep, it counts. Doncic has got 19 points.
And Sean, he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
The three from George. They grabbed their own miss.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And the dunk by Doncic.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
From deep, George. Gasol pulls it in. Gasol's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. On the basket by Jones.
I like when Herb Jones plays with an edge, accepting the contact and finishing through it.
On deep, Arenas. And once again off the mark by Seattle.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's Brewer. Arenas with the defensive effort.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look. A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Here's Olajuwon. The Sonics getting the bucket. It's Gasol missing.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressive. With their offensive execution.
Now, here's Doncic driving the lane. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Doncic has got 23.
There's no end to the ways Doncic can score.
Oh, and the jam by Arenas.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo! Woo!
Now, here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
With the skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
Arenas adds a 2-pointer, and it's Seattle with another.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Good on the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Bryant, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Luka Doncic.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
Monroe's checked in for Brewer. And then for Seattle, Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Zion Williamson. And it's Kemp in for Ross. Here's Olajuwon. On the wing, Doncic. Here's Monroe, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And the first one drops. Atlanta making a switch here. Babson's checked in, and so Monroe nails both of them. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Seattle Supersonics. Releases. Gasol pulls it in. Gasol's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Monroe against George. Now, here is Monroe. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 3. Jones, that's for 2. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Sonics leading by 20. George passes to Kemp. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And this is why they keep going to Kemp. They know what he's capable of on offense.
Here's Gasol. Arenas with the rebound.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's Madsen. Shot on the wing. Rebound by the Sonics. Kemp's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Keegan Murray's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Arenas. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Arenas has got 30 points.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Here's Monroe, rejected by Arenas. Monroe against Wembanyama. Outside, George. Six on the shot clock. Wembanyama down low. Covered by Monroe. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So for the Hawks, Joseph comes in for Herbert Jones. And it's Grant in for Monroe. Here's Madsen. Over Arenas. Rejected by Arenas.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences. This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Here's Madsen. An easy 2 points on the layup. Madsen's got his first 2 points.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Kicks to Kobe. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's just his first turnover of the night. What a steady, efficient game he's played thus far.
Brewer is checked in for Keegan Murray. Zion Williamson's checked in for the Sonics. Ross comes in for Kobe. Here's Madsen. Count that one.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
That one off the back iron and out. Atlanta with the ball. Out to the right wing. Grant gets a wide open look. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Here's Ross. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Ross has got 4 this quarter.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Madsen passes to Joseph. And the dunk by Joseph.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Seattle leading by 22. Here's Koulibaly. Here's Arenas. Williamson trying to free himself up. Count it. Arenas has got 16 here in the second half.
Really another fantastic offensive rebound and putback. This is the second game in a row where he has just been ball dominant.
When he gets into one of these grooves, you never know how long they're going to last. Sometimes they go on and on and on.
And here are the Supersonics now, following the bucket by the Hawks. The dish to Williamson. Back to Arenas. Over Madsen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Team's fourth. At the line for the Supersonics.
First one falls for. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Keegan Murray's checked in for Joseph. Jones comes in for Grant. Doncic is checked in for Brewer. And Monroe's subbed in for Madsen. Gasol. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
He's so focused as a player. Gasol sticks with his play and just draws the foul on that shot.
That free throw good from Gasol. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Joseph, he's checked in for Murray. Grant comes in for Herbert Jones. Brewer is checked in for Doncic. And it's Madsen in for Monroe. Here's Koulibaly. Outside, Bryant. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Madsen. It's deflected. Pass to Wembanyama. Seattle missing again. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Outside, Arenas makes it off the glass. Arenas has got 38 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
He was all alone on that one.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Here's Wembanyama. Can't connect. And they've done it! The Seattle Supersonics have won the NBA championship.
Well, they did it. And as they celebrate, you can just see the relief, the exhilaration that comes from winning it all.
You have to hand it to the entire organization. They work together to get right here.
And guys, what a reward for the fan base. I mean, I know one thing. They're going to enjoy this memory for a long, long time.
And we have enjoyed our time with you folks all season long. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. Have a wonderful summer.